I, Clio IT, also known as tech illiterate idiot, managed to install an SSD. Please clap. Please congratulate Clio IT, tech illiterate, for being able to somehow put an SSD in my PC. It took a lot of effort, let me tell you that. It took me half an hour. I did document it on social media for the people who want to see it. Bam. There we go. So it starts off with, pray for my PC for a tech illiterate idiot me is about to install a new SSD. And I stand by that. I am a tech illiterate idiot. It takes me half an hour to get the glass panel off my fucking thing. It takes a half hour to get it off the goddamn wall because it is screwed in, it turns out, at the top, and I didn't realize. So I was watching videos of people, like I watched so many YouTube videos of people disassembling the I think it's called the fractal torrent case. It's the fractal torrent case, and I was watching videos, and for some reason they were just clipping it out, and it was that was it. It was just a clip, and I was going, well, why isn't that doing it? And I was going, trying to yank it off the fucking thing. It turns out I had to take the top off first because it was actually screwed in, and if I kept pulling it, no doubt I was probably going to ruin the whole thing. Yeah, so I had to take the top off my PC and then slide it off, and then I realized, oh wait, I have to unscrew it. So I had to unscrew the top, no problems there. Unscrew the glass one, no problems there. Put them to one side, take the glass panel off, and then bish bash bosh, here you go, picture number 2. That's what my PC looked like. It's pretty dusty, as you can see, and yes, Noctua! Cool on that thing. I have cleaned it for what it's worth. That's what it looked like before, but now it's clean, and I cleaned the dust filters on the front and the bottom as well. So if you can see there, it was pretty dusty. And after I cleaned the first one, I remembered why you're not supposed to clean dust filters inside. And you can probably realize how I figured that out is that I grabbed my hairdryer and I went in my bathroom. So that took a while to clean up of me accidentally blasting my entire bathroom. So some of my makeup might be cooked because I think a little bits of dust may have landed in the makeup. My concealer is like I think I need to probably get a new concealer, unfortunately. So yeah, the dust just went everywhere, and then I was cleaning it by doing it over I eventually managed to do it a bit more finesse-like by doing it over the bath sink. Not the bath sink, the bath, and then just flushing away the dust. And I don't know if that's like the correct way to do it, but I flushed away all the dust. So hopefully dust isn't like it doesn't clump together like a stalactite in the pipes. Hopefully. Yeah, so I did the second one outside. I learnt my lesson and I did it outside at like 11 p.m. and I think my neighbors were like, what the fuck is this sound? Why is someone using a hairdryer in their garden? Yeah. So that was that. Anyway, I finally did this. I got the glass side on, and then disaster strikes. What do I do if the screw holding the GPU in place falls inside the GPU? So you know how on the side here there's these screws? The one holding the GPU in place, I was using a magnetic screwdriver, and as I was pulling it out, it somehow, I guess, lost magnetism and fell inside this little gap here. That is literally, you know, this corner on the other side this is the corner of my GPU here. That's it there. There's just this gap right next to where the fucking screws are meant to go in the case. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So it fell in there, and there it is. If you can't see it in this picture, this is the actual screw. Shake it. Well, the thing is, it lodged itself in. If you can't see properly, so this is one sheet of plastic. There's then this sheet of plastic here, and then there's another sheet of plastic here. It's like a perfect little hole. It's a perfect little hole for the screw to fall down, and it did, and it was lodged in there because it fell tail first. Like, this is the head. If it was the other way around, it would be easier to probably like tweezer it out. But because it fell tail first, not head first, I could not get that sucker out. It was just lodged in there. So I was like, fuck, I can't get this thing out. I'll just keep going, I'll move on, and I'll try it later. So we move on to, I get to my SSD, and you might notice, I think I broke the cover of the SSD. Because I did. So for whatever reason, the screw thing, you know how it's got the screw there, and you screw it in? For whatever reason, when I tried to unscrew it, the entire thing came out. Instead of just the top bits. Instead of just the top screw, the entire thing came out. So the top one's fine. The bottom one, not so much. Yeah. So it came out, and you might notice that the tape is there. That was for the bottom one. This was the one that was used to cover the actual SSD that was already there. Also, my viewers were saying, Clio, you've bought an SSD and you don't have room for it. But it turns out I did have room for it the entire time. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I do. But my viewers were trying to gaslight me into thinking that I need to do, like, SSD surgery and replace one with the other, but it turns out I had room for all three. Anyway, because you told us you had a different motherboard. Did I? Anno eto bleh. This is the entire process is anno eto bleh. So yes, this is the, look what happened to this fucking screw. I think it's well and truly fucked. I don't know if this is from heat, or just, like, it was super screwed in a way that it maybe shouldn't have been, but, like, it, like, tore to shreds. Anyway, so I took off the tape, I plugged in the other SSD, I actually moved this one, because this is the current one, I moved this to this slot, so if it does, like, fail or whatever, if, like, this screw is somehow gonna make this one fail, I put the expensive new one here, and I put the old one here. And I've moved basically everything off this SSD to the new one. Because all it was games. This was a terabyte, I think? Yeah, this was a terabyte. And I replaced it, well, I added 4 extra terabytes. Because games are fucking huge. You know the Neo game that I did the sponsorship for? 150 gigs. I think. Wait, how big is it? Do I still have it installed? I may have uninstalled it because I needed to make room for other things that I have for sponsors. It's 113 gigs. 113 gigs for Neo 3. Anyway, yeah, so moving everything was a little bit of a... I moved everything to the new drive. Anyway. So I managed to get it back in and screw it all back in, and it seemed secure, it seemed snug. It seems in place, right? Like, it's flush, I think. It is mostly flush, I think. And these were screwed in, well, this bottom one not so much, but this top one definitely, and this one definitely. So it should hopefully be okay. And then, after that, after putting it all in, and then me just hoping, like, oh, hopefully it's fine, it was time to return to this bastard. So that was it from, like, me holding it above, and you can see the screw more. You can kind of see how wedged in it is, right? You can kind of see just how, like, stuck inside in there. Boys, it no longer turns on. I'll have you know, I am streaming from my PC. It did in fact turn on. So it's stuck in there, and it's... What happened to the screw that fell? It's there. That's the screw inside my GPU. With a little bit of my hand behind. If you want to see, there's my hand. See a little bit of my skin there. Poke with a screwdriver, tried that. Tweezers, tried that. Chopsticks, tried that. Doing all these things. Even unplugged the GPU so I could have a better angle at it. And so what eventually happened is, so spoilers. Never give up, just like John Cena told us. There it is. There's the bastard. So what ended up happening was I laid on my bed. I put my phone down next to me with the torch shining up, and then I held the GPU above my head, and I grabbed my pair of tweezers, and instead of using the tweezers like actual tweezers, I just grabbed one arm inside the GPU, the other one sticking out, and I basically just tried to scoop under. Instead of like tweezing and grabbing, I used it as like a scoop, and I just tried to dislodge it as much as I can, and I was going pretty fucking hard on this goddamn thing. I was doing so much like I was genuinely scared. I've probably totaled my 4090. I'm like, this is a $3,000 GPU or something when I bought it. It's probably more than that now. I'm like, I fucked it, just trying to get this screw out. Anyway, yeah, I was cursing a lot. I was cursing a lot. It's now 5,000. Wonderful. Yes, I was putting all sorts of shit down this gap. Which gap? This gap. I was sticking so much stuff, like magnetic screwdrivers, trying to grab it and pull it out. I was not being gentle at all because I was just frustrated. Anyway, yeah, lying down on the bed and just like using the tweezers as a scoop instead of as a tweezer somehow did the job, and it popped out. And lo and behold, can you believe it, guys? My head's in the way. I've done it! So now I have a 3.63 terabyte SSD for games, which now, after transferring everything from my C and D drives to the new drive, it now has already filled up 2 terabytes. I have filled up 2 terabytes of the thing from just the games that I had installed, which is quite sad. But also it doesn't help that like every time we play a new Halo game, Halo Master Chief Collection gets bigger and bigger. We're not cavemen, we have technology smashes the GPU. I basically was being abusive to my 4090, and so when I was putting it back together, Mako was being very helpful and saying like all these different things that I should check to make sure it works. So I installed, what was it? Crystal Disk Mark was like my read speed of the drives, I think. And then also Tech Power Up GPU, because Mako was concerned that I didn't plug it in right. Which is fair, because someone did leave a comment on one of the posts saying, Clio, when you plug the GPU back in, make sure you slam that son of a bitch, because otherwise that thing is gonna explode. And I was like, oh dear, I've already put the case back together by the time I read that comment. But as far as I'm aware, it's using the correct bus interface. That's the stat.